But I've been saving up talking about J.M. Barrie and Peter Pan because I actually remember when the bill went through in 1988, brought forward by the late noble Lord Callaghan, former Prime Minister, to extend the copyright on Peter Pan indefinitely. And the reason I remember it is I remember a speech by the late noble Lord Charteris, because he started by pointing out that Captain Hook was an old Etonian. And Lord Charteris at that point was the Provost of Eton, and therefore it was immediately relevant and of interest to him. But it's also of interest to me because it has to be said, Madam Deputy Speaker, that there are all sorts of old Etonians. There are the great and the good. The greatest figures in the land, our Prime Minister himself is an old Etonian, and he's one of the good lot. But we have at the other end the rogues gallery of old Etonians, where Captain Hook stands proud along with people like Lord Lucan. You know exactly what I mean. And Captain Hook in that role is there to frighten the children, to keep them well behaved, to make sure, like Bonaparte was used in earlier times, to frighten badly behaved children. And I'm rather proud of the fact that it is an old Etonian who fills this role, that it rebalances the scales so that we don't mislead people so that they think all old Etonians are just these wonderful fellows. There are also one or two in the rogues gallery, and we do balance it. I mean, only in the last week the new James Bond film is out, and James Bond is, of course, another old Etonian. So we've got some good historic characters, as well as some villains who are there to remind people that it is a serious school that produces people who will take all sorts of different sides in the various cases. But what is happening with Peter Pan and Great Ormond Street Hospital is a great combination of good sense and generosity. J.M. Barrie's generosity was remarkable. He left his royalties to various people. He left them to Great Ormond Street Hospital. He left some to Westminster School. And where I must declare an interest, he left some to the Garrick Club. And it has to be said that since the Winnie the Pooh money came in from the Garrick Club, the wine list has improved very considerably. And so we all have a lot to be grateful to J.M. Barrie for, either directly or indirectly. I give way to my fellow Garrick member.
I hate to contradict my proposer to the club, but I think it was A.A. Milne who gave his royalties to the Garrick, not J.M. Barrie.
I was confusing my authors of children's literature. Yes, I got Winnie the Pooh right. I was just attributing it to the wrong man. I'm so grateful for that correction. So I don't have an interest to declare. I must de-declare my interest in relation to the topic on which I was talking. But it's a wonderfully generous thing to do, and the flexibility in allowing the copyright law to be adapted so that one particular play may provide resources for a particular hospital where the two come together, because we all know the story very well, the childhood story, the Peter Pan, the ever-youthful, Madam Deputy Speaker, as I look at you, I see the ever-youthful Deputy Speaker, and that is a great story to combine with a children's hospital, a hospital that is there to take care of those at their weakest time, not just from London, but as we've heard already, from across the country.